Way. I've been a board. I've been on the board for I think maybe 10 years now, and I'm the board chair. Um, those of you who are on our board, who are here tonight, could you raise your hand? Fantastic. I just want everybody to see that the leadership of this organization on the board level and on the staff and the executive team is what makes the Schurig Center such a spectacular place. So I want to thank my fellow board members who are here for that. Thank you so much for being here yourselves to support the Schurig Center. And a special thanks to our 30-plus sponsors. And thankfully, they're all listed in the program because I would probably miss somebody if I started to try to list them myself. So it's really important, and we're very pleased to have so many members of the community, from corporate sponsorship to healthcare center sponsorship to individuals who help support the Schurig Center. So thank you very much for that. And please check out who our sponsors are. That is listed in our program. We have a fun night, so I get to give you some specifics. We have a fun night planned for you. We have some guest speakers and a live musical performance, a lively round of Fun to Need, with 2 great prizes, and you all should have, when you signed in, gotten your bid number, so hang on to that. And we'll wrap up the night picking the raffle winner for the Cabela Point overnight stay. We want you to enjoy yourself and be able to totally focus on this amazing program. So in the center of your table is an edible flower arrangement of cupcakes. So that's your dessert, so help yourself to dessert when you're up for it. And if you're in the mood for cocktails, wine, beer, and cocktails, the bar will still remain open, and there's coffee and water and tea behind by the exit door. I hope you find yourself as inspired as I am about the mission of this organization, because it's near and dear to my heart. I know for those of you who've come before, know that I have a lived experience. Okay, now everybody has to be a little quiet while I share my story. I have many of us in this room are people who have family members who have had traumatic brain injury, or you have had one yourself, or the one you love that you're here with has had a traumatic brain injury. I got involved in the Schurig Center because I grew up with a dad who had a traumatic brain injury. When I was 26, my dad suffered a carotid artery dissection, and at 56 years old, totally healthy, but in an instant, he lost half of his brain. And it wasn't just him who lost a lot that day, it was all of us in the family who lost a lot that day. He became aphasic. Those of you who are new to brain injury know that that's a language disruption. He could never really speak again. He also became hemiplegic, meaning he lost the full use of his right side. So as a pharmacist, that meant he couldn't work anymore. So at 56, the family was transported into care and living with and supporting a person who was young and very healthy, who now's life had changed. And my dad found a place like the Schurig Center in his community. They lived in Santa Cruz, and there was a community college, Cabrillo College, that had a stroke center. We're on the College of Marin campus, and it was such an interesting comparison that the Schurig Center is part of the College of Marin's. We lease space on the College of Marin property, and we're so grateful to be able to be part of that extended community. My dad found that too, and he was able to take adaptive swim classes, and he was able to do exercise classes and speech therapy, et cetera. So I stepped up to join the board with that lived experience, and I think a lot of us in this room can share that we love someone who's also suffered to that extent. So it's now my pleasure to welcome Patricia Gill, who we all adore. She's the executive director for the Schurig Center, and many of you who have been part of the Schurig Center as a client. She's the heart and soul, along with the team, And they, like I say, probably every year, they do a lot with a little. We're an organization that relies heavily on the kindness of donors and the kindness of our community. So Patricia has been with the organization for, God, how long? 29 years? You're barely even 30, so. So it's with my great pleasure, and I have to say, Patricia's not just an executive director here, but she's also a good friend.
Oh, don't go. Don't go. Okay, my dear Catherine, thank you so much for that welcome. And you guys, thank you so much for all your clapping. I really appreciate it, and it's an honor to be here with you. But before Catherine goes off the stage, we want to honor her. It was exactly 10 years ago this month that you joined the board. Really. And here, let me put my glasses down. Oh my gosh. Catherine is, I mean, you can tell just by her personality and her style, she makes people feel so good. She's relaxed, she's calm, she's grounded, she's a tremendous leader, and she's an asset to any team she joins. And she shared her story about her father. And, you know, like Karen Schurig, who founded this organization because of a personal connection with injury, Catherine took something that happened to her family and has used it to help others and to pay it forward and make the community even stronger with her involvement. And I know many of you know Catherine from her civic leadership for many years, and you might know her from her volunteer positions in the county. Many of you may not, though, realize she's an overachiever. I don't know if you know that. So she has a master's in nursing from UCSF and a law degree from Santa Clara University. So this is an incredible, incredible person who we are honored, and I love working with you, and I love you as a friend, too. So she's like, all right. She likes it to have, right? It's like the devil, yeah. And it's engraved, and we just really appreciate you very much. It's an honor.